Hello, wrestling fans. It's your boy, Number One, here tonight to give my review on NXT Takeover. This was a pretty good show tonight. Pretty excited. I was pumped, ready to see some great action, which didn't disappoint me really. So we kick it off with our first match, which was Tyler Breeze versus Juicy Thunder Liger. In this match, Juicy Thunder Liger wins with his finishing move, the moon somersault off the top rope. So then we had a tag team match for the NXT tag team titles between the Bond Villains and Blake and Murphy with Alexa Bliss in the corner. So before the match starts, Alexa Bliss talks about, nobody want to help you, Blake Murphy. You're nothing. You are nothing. Nobody. And nobody will help. Then out comes another diva by the name of Blue Pants, who comes out to that corner to help them. During this match, Alexa Bliss tries to interfere, but Blue Pants take care of her. And Blake and Murphy try to sneak the Vaudevillains, but to no avail. And the Vaudevillains hits them with the Whirly Dervish, picking up the win and becoming the new NXT Tag Team Champions. Congratulations to the Vaudevillains. Much well-deserved match. Then we have a match featuring the guy who claims to be the perfect 10, Ty Dillinger, taking on an NXT newcomer, Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews makes his NXT debut. Pretty good match, I'd say, for a guy who makes his debut. Apollo Crews, ultimately, Gorilla Slam, Gorilla Presses, Ty Dillinger, drops him, that gives him a standing moonsault to pick up the victory. So Apollo Crews wins his NXT debut match. Then we go backstage with Regal talking about they having a tag team tournament starting in 2 weeks to in memory of the great Dusty Rhodes. So that's a pretty good thing to do for the old Dusty Rhodes, Dusty Rhodes is legend. What can I say, man? Well deserved, well thought out plans for the WWE. So after that, we have the match I've been waiting for to see: Baron Corbin versus Samoa Joe. I was interested in seeing this match because, like I said, for weeks I've been griping about how Baron Corbin hadn't had no competition and how I don't know if he can bring it because, 20 seconds or less, he finishes matches, boom, one move in the day is over with. So he's been tested tonight against Samoa Joe. And, I gotta admit, man, Samoa Joe made Baron Corbin prove if he can actually compete. And Baron Corbin, I say, I give it to you. You proved a little something to me. But as far as you being the man, I still haven't grown on me yet. You still haven't proved to be that top tier NXT guy yet. But I think you have the potential of the more and more you get better competition, you'll have a chance to really prove yourself. But as long as you can give you good competition. But anyway, as the match goes, it's a very physical match as I expected. Because when you deal with Samoa Joe, if you're gonna be a top star, you got to be very physical. Because Samoa Joe is a very physical wrestler. Ultimately, Samoa Joe wins, putting him in the Coquina clutch. Baron Corbin never really tapped out, but he just passed out for a second. So therefore, the referee stopped the match, awarding the match to Samoa Joe. Baron Corbin, you proved a little bit to me tonight, so I can't complain. I just like to see you in more high-profile matches, so I can really build you up to show the world that you are. I see you probably in the future, but not as of right now. You haven't reached to that level yet, so I think you have the potential, great potential to do it. So then, our next match, Stephanie Man comes out to the ring to introduce the next match, and she can talk about this D Revolution, which was, to me, the best match of the night between Bayley and Sasha Banks for the NXT Women's Champion. I gotta give it to this, man. This was a phenomenal match. I'm talking from beginning to the end. Bayley puts her belly to belly. Sasha Banks kicks out. Sasha Banks put Bayley in the bank statement. Bayley reverses it, puts Sasha Banks in her own move, the bank statement. I'm talking, man, these women was physical. I mean, I'm talking about, I did not realize the talent and how good Bailey really was. I mean, yes, she pulled off some upset victories over Becky Lynch and Charlotte. I thought maybe that's a fluke. But as the outcome goes, I didn't like the outcome because, but I got to expect that because of the transformation that's going on. So, when it's all said and done, Sasha Banks loses the NXT Women's Champion to Bayley. I'm a Sasha Banks fan. I think she is probably, to me, the most gifted and talented diva I've seen in years. I mean, she's a submission specialist. She's athletic. She has moves, countless moves. No disrespect to people like Charlotte, Paige. Those are tremendous divas too. Becky Lynch, all them are good divas. Even Nikki Bella has stepped her game up over years. But Sasha Banks to me has a total package when it comes to women's wrestling. I think she is the newer version of the greatest women I've ever seen. Been prior to her, Gail Kim. Now Gail Kim to me is probably the most greatest women's wrestler on the planet I've seen. But Sasha Banks has, to me, has evolved to being one of the greatest, and probably will be if her future stays in WWE long enough, and if they continue to use it right. Has the potential to be the most dominant divas in all of professional wrestling. Now, granted, she did lose a title tonight, but the reason why it's not a bad thing is because it's time for her to pass the torch. As you know, she's on the main roster now. So, give another person a chance. And then, at the beginning when I first saw NXT Women's Wrestling, Bayley didn't appear to be that type that can, put on a great show, put on great matches. But she stepped the game up. I mean, she really performed. I mean, my hat's off to Bayley. You put some hard work in and it paid off, as you can see. Because at the beginning, I wasn't really feeling you, as being a good women's wrestler. But the last couple of weeks, you showed me something. You got heart, you got spirit, you got athleticism. You proved that you can hang it, and you deserve to be the NXT Women's Champion. Having said that, I predict in the near future, probably sometime between now and the beginning of next year, I do predict that the boss will once again be on top of the mountain, whether it be back in NXT or in WWE main roster. But I predict that in the near future, Sasha Banks will be a champion once again. Can't wait to see Sasha Banks in action tomorrow night. Her and Team Bad. I don't really care too much for the other two. I'm not really a fan favorite of Naomi's because I don't like, her antics and, she can wrestle, but I'm getting too distracted with the shoes. But, I'm looking forward to seeing some slam tomorrow night. I got a little cold tonight, so that's why I'm kind of like sniffling and stuff, So, but now we go to our main event, Hellified main event. A great ladder match. This is probably the best ladder match. Well, they only had this on the second match, NXT ladder match they ever had. This first one was between Bo Dallas and Adrian Neville. So, right now, this is the best one out of the two. Finn Balor, Kevin Owens. I mean, they went at it. Pop-up powerbomb on the ring. The same powerbomb move that took out Sami Zayn. They fight outside the ring area. Finn Balor hits the coup de grace. They hit each other with ladders. I mean, everything they had, they hit him with it. Ultimately, Finn Balor climbs on top of the ladder. Think he fit a grab the title, but the problem was the ladder wasn't right quite under the way to reach the title. So, what do you do best? You do something spectacular. Come off the top of the ladder and Kevin Owens with the coup de grace. Then you place the ladder back in the middle of the ring, right above the belt. Climb the ladder, grab the belt, and reigning and defending champion Finn Balor retains the NXT champion. Like I said, my outcome might have been different if Kevin Owens wasn't main roster guy now. So I think what they do, I think it's the right thing to do for the WWE. I mean, if you're gonna bring these guys up on the main roster, and they're gonna be there for a while, why even if they're a champion, let them lose it, get somebody else, build somebody else up. So overall, hella fire show. The last two matches, the two main event matches, man, I got to say was slamming, was awesome, great. Hoping that leads to a tremendous SummerSlam preview show tomorrow night. Speaking of SummerSlam, I'm gonna do you a quick predictions on who I think gonna win the matches tomorrow night. I know a lot of people may disagree or agree with me, but I don't got to it's just my opinion. So as I give you a rundown of what I think gonna happen. Before I do that, I say, man, NXT was slamming, man. I mean, this is a pretty good show from beginning to the end. With the talent that they got. I mean, well, I can't express how excited I was to see this women's match, man. I mean, like, if you haven't watched the show, that you need to watch that. That's at least watch that women's match again, man. I mean, it was a long, grueling match. I'm talking about, man. I don't know what it is nowadays, but the WWE's got these divas really performing. I can't express no more how Bayley has really arisen from the beginning to now, man. She deserves to be the NXT champ right now. Sasha Banks, I'm disappointed she lost, but like I said, she's going on the main roster full time. It seems like she's on there pretty much every week. So my hats off to her. Like I said, I see you being a future champion in the future, in the not too distant future. Sasha Banks, to me the best diva or female wrestler in the business today. Right behind Gail Kim, but Gail Kim's getting a little older, so right now, Sasha Banks to me would be the top women's wrestler I've seen in the business today. That's just my opinion. Everybody else has other opinions, but it's not about, it's no right or wrong. Everybody has their preferences on what they consider who to be the best. But anyway, let's get down to the business. Let's get down to the my predictions for tomorrow night's SummerSlam making pay-per-view. I predict Sheamus, Mr. Money in the Bank, defeating Randy Orton this time around. Randy Orton defeated him last time around, but I can see Sheamus actually picking up the victory this time around. And a triple threat match for the triple threat match for the Intercontinental title. Ryback, Big Show, Miz. It's pretty kind of confused about this one. Last month when this match was scheduled, I would have took the Miz, but now I kind of slightly changed my mind on this time around. I'm gonna go ahead with the reigning champ Ryback on this one. Then we have match between Cesaro and Kevin Owens. I think it's gonna be a good match. But ultimately, I still Kevin Owens lose another match tomorrow night. I think it's Cesaro. Tag team 4-way. PTP. Defending champs. Lucha Dragons. Los Matadors. Prime the do that. I got to stick with the PTP. I got to ride my boy Ty's O'Neil. Represent Florida Gators. I haven't said that in a while. Oh. Then we have the returning Dolph Ziggler and Rusev. I'm going to ride with the man who does what he does best, at that show off, Dolph Ziggler, on that match. So, Undertaker, Brock Lesnar. Whew. That's a tough one. Because, I like Brock Lesnar. But I also know the Undertaker is out for revenge. I'm really scared to say who I think will win this match because I think my judgment might be wrong, but take on this one. What can I say? Then, man. Then let's talk about the Divas match. It's a triple threat elimination Divas match between Team Bella, Team Bad, and Team PCB. Team PCB has had gained momentum throughout most of the rivalry that's been going on. But you know what I'm riding with. Team Bad. Got support Team Bad, Sasha Banks. Once again, the greatest women's wrestler active today. So then we're gonna hold with who else we got? We got Adrian Neville and Stephen Amell taking on Stardust and Wade Barrett. I'm riding with the arrows, the red and green arrow, all the way. I think they're gonna pull it off. I think Stephen Amell is gonna show the world that he got a little wrestling in him. So let's talk about main event. Oh, did I forget anything else? Well, the main event is gonna be title for title. John Cena, Seth Rollins. Ultimately, I see John Cena becoming the 16th time world champion, and also being the first one to be simultaneously hold the U.S. and WWE title at the same time. Seth Rollins' reign has come to an end, folks. That's right. Not no real Cena fan, but it's time for a change. I see John Cena winning. I also see maybe a possibility of after John Cena wins that title, Sheamus goes out there and cashes his money in the bank. That's a possibility I see too. Oh, there's one more match I haven't disclosed. Tag team match. Family versus family. Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose. Luke Harper, Bray Wyatt. I'm a Roman Reigns guy. Fortunately, I'm going against who I want to win because I feel like last pay-per-view, Bray Wyatt supposedly shocked the world by bringing Luke Harper back to join the Wyatt family, and I think he's gonna do the same this time as Eric Rowan. He's gonna come back out and join the Wyatt family. Now, the only alternative I see of Roman Reigns then winning this match is if that don't happen, or if that does happen, then they have a little surprise by somebody who mysteriously was there this weekend signing autographs, stuff like that, who was left off the card, who have people from the past that thought was going to be on the card. The Vigilante Sting may show up to some capacity, get involved to help Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, but if that doesn't happen, I see Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper pulling it off. Everyone becoming the newest member of the Wyatt family once again, all three. And if that be the case, Seth Rollins loses his belt, then I see in the near future a Shield reunion. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I said it. You heard it first from me. The Blue Wine. I said it. If Eric Rowan shows up tomorrow night in the near future, by sometime either next month or October, Seth Rollins will team back up with Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns, and the Shield will be back, and we will have a rivalry again between the Wyatt family and the Shield, which I think is best for business, if you ask me. So that concludes my broadcast tonight. I'll be back tomorrow night after SummerSlam to give you the rundown of the action for those of you who are not able to catch it or who are too busy or have to work. give you a live broadcast and give you the results of the action and the matches and see how well my predictions was. NXT, great show. Put on a hell of a show tonight. Bailey, congratulations. I can't say more, man. Matter of fact, when I get off this, if I get off of this channel tonight, my page tonight, I'm gonna sit back and go back and watch, relive and watch that monumental match. To me, that is like probably that should have been the main event, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about that should have been the last match. That was a main event. Awesome. The show was awesome, but that match right there put the icing on the cake. Thank you, WWE, for an awesome match between two talented women. And looking forward to SummerSlam tomorrow night. As a matter of fact, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, it is a 4-hour show. So if you are watching it, wherever you are, remember it comes on an hour earlier than your usual time. If you're in the Eastern time zone, which I am, it'll be 7 o'clock. If you're in Central, 6 o'clock. So, can't wait to see it. But that's it for tonight. Back tomorrow night as SummerSlam goes off to give my review. Once again, I am the Blow Wine. I like to say peace, and I'm out. God bless.